Hello and welcome to Match Point on Didi India, where we get you recap of the all biggest news and all the latest from the world of sports that you may have missed throughout the day, along with the ground reports. In this edition, we will also analyze the performance of the Indian para-athletes at the Glasgow Commonwealth Games, and India's para-athletes won record 7 medals, matching the country's entire para-medal tally from the previous editions. And that and much more coming up on the match point. So let's get started with the Ashmita Chaliha's strong performance at the Korea Masters in badminton. India's young badminton player Ashmita Chaliha continued her giant-killing run at the Korea Masters Super 300, overcoming the teenage compatriot Rakshita Ramraj 21-13, 16-21, 21-13, 48 minutes to reach her maiden BWF World Tour final. The 26-year-old Indian, who returned to competition in May after a 3-month layoff due to a medical meniscus tear in her right knee, has enjoyed a strong comeback on the BWF Tour, including semi-final appearances at the Macau Open. Ashmita, who had stunned top seed and world number 22 Hinakachi of Japan in the quarterfinals, came out aggressively and quickly moved from 2-2 to 6-2 in the opening game. She then reeled off 5 straight points to establish 13-6 lead before closing the game out 21-13. Rakshita, who had upset third seed and compatriot Tanvi Sharma in the quarterfinals after coming from a game down, responded strongly. Now talking about the India's para-athletic campaign, India's para-athletes rewrote history at the Glasgow Commonwealth Games. A 28-member contingent left the 2026 Commonwealth Games with 7 medals, 3 gold, 2 silver and 2 bronze medals, matching everything country had won across all previous editions of the Games combined. Events of the athletes with disabilities first featured at the Commonwealth Games as an exhibition sports in Victoria in 1994. 8 years later, at the 2002 Manchester Games, para-athletes became fully integrated into their national teams, making the Commonwealth Games the first truly inclusive international multi-sports event. Since then, India's returns have been modest: 1 gold, 2 silver and 4 bronze medals across 6 editions. 7 medals spread over 20 years of trying. Birmingham 2022 had been country's best showing until now, with Bhavina Patel's gold and Sonalben Patel's bronze in table tennis, and 3rd gold from Sudhir in the para powerlifting, which was later stripped after the failed and in-competition dope test. Glasgow rewrote all of it. Para track and field athletes alone brought home 6 medals, 3 gold, 2 silver and 1 bronze, while Jhandu Kumar added a 7th that he won. He was the first medal winner from India in the Games. Also ended a 20-year wait for an Indian athletics medal at the Glasgow Commonwealth Games. Now talking about the overall performance of the Team India in the Glasgow Games, they arrived in Glasgow with fewer medal opportunities than ever before. They returned with one of India's most inspiring Commonwealth Games campaigns, competing in this edition where several Indian traditional medal-winning sports were absent. The Indian contingent still finished 4th in the overall standing, proving that India's sporting success today is built on depth, determination and excellence across disciplines. This is the, we can say, exclusive report from our team.
Glasgow 2026 Commonwealth Games presented India with a unique challenge. The program was reduced to just 10 sports, with traditional medal-rich disciplines such as wrestling, badminton, table tennis, hockey and squash left out. These sports had contributed nearly half of India's medals at Birmingham 2022. Yet, the Indian contingent responded with remarkable resilience. India finished 4th in the medal standings with 39 medals, including 13 golds, 17 silvers and 19 bronze medals, underlining the country's growing strength across a wider range of sports. The biggest success story came in boxing, where India produced its finest ever Commonwealth Games campaign. 10 medals, including a record 7 golds and 3 silvers, reflected the dominance of Indian boxing. Jasmine Lamboria, Sakshi Chaudhary, Preeti Pawar, Priya Ghangas, Arundhati Chaudhary, Sachin Siwaj, and Ankush struck gold, while Lavalina Borgohain, Jadumani Singh, and Narendra Berwal added silver medals. Weightlifting continued to deliver. Mirabai Chanu won a historic third successive Commonwealth Games gold, while Rishikanta Singh, Ajay Babu, Lovepreet Singh, and Gyaneshwari Yadav produced outstanding lifts, with several setting games on national benchmarks on their way to medals, as India finished with 8 medals in the sport. In athletics, India won 10 medals. Gulveer Singh emerged as one of the stars of the Games, becoming the first Indian track and field athlete to win 2 medals in a single Commonwealth Games edition, claiming silver in the 10,000 meters and bronze in the 5,000 meters. Tejaswan Shankar scripted history with India's first ever Commonwealth Games medal in the decathlon, despite competing through injury. Olympic champion Neeraj Chopra won silver in the javelin, and debutant Yashpreet Singh joined him on the podium with bronze. Another defining chapter came in judo, where Ashmita Dey and Harsh Singh delivered India's first ever Commonwealth Games gold medals in the sport. In para-athletics, a contingent of just 11 athletes returned with 6 medals, including 3 double podium finishes. Sharmila Dhankar, Dilip Gavit, and Soman Rana led a historic campaign that showcased the remarkable rise of India's para-sports movement. Glasgow 2026 was far more than a medal tally. It was a statement that Indian sport has evolved beyond a handful of traditional disciplines, despite fewer events and fewer medal opportunities. India's athletes produced one of the country's Despite fewer events and fewer medal opportunities, India's athletes produced one of the country's most memorable Commonwealth Games campaigns, sending a strong message ahead for Ahmedabad 2030. The future of Indian sports has never looked brighter. Narayan Singh's report, DD India.
India's Paralympic medalist Sharat Kumar says para-athletes have emerged as a powerful phase of Indian sport, delivering medals and improving country's position on the global stage. In an exclusive interaction with DD India, Sharat highlighted Prime Minister Narendra Modi's consistent support and interaction with para-athletes is a key reason behind India's rise in the world of para-sports. Para-Alan is an Indo-French initiative to bring inclusivity in sports and for the various aspects to bring more, we can say that, sporting environment in India. So right now I'm joined by Sharat, the Paralympic medalist. Sharat, very warm welcome. So how you look this initiative, especially for the inclusivity in sports?
See, the initiative, as they have said, Para-Alan, is between the Indo-French initiative, and they are expecting that in next 3 years, 10,000 students are sensitized about Paralympics, categories, different sports things happening in Paralympics. So this is a very important initiative to spread awareness of Paralympics to all different corners of India.
What's your take on the rise of the parasports in India?
Parasports in India has taken the baton of proving to the world that how a sporting nation India is. And in every field we have won medals for the country and helped our country attain better rankings. And even the Honorable Prime Minister Sir knows that para-athletes are the ones who are the face of India sports. When a para-athlete performs or can go to a stadium, it basically shows the infrastructural, how it is well equipped. So these are the things, when we can uplift the Paralympic or the para-athletes, we are showing how forward our society is going forward.
French Ambassador to India, Thierry Marteau, has highlighted the strong India-France partnership in diversity and sports through Para-Elan initiative. In an exclusive interaction with DD India, he praised India's sporting ambition and said France supports India's Olympic aspiration and also lauding India's policy of giving equal importance to the Paralympic movement along with the mainstream sports. Para-Elan is a wonderful initiative by the Paralympic Committee of India and as well as the French Embassy in India. So right now I'm joined by the Ambassador of the France to India, Thierry Marteau. Sir, a very warm welcome. What's your opinion on this initiative by you and the Paralympic Committee of India, especially for the parasports?
Namaskar. So first of all, I'm very happy to take this initiative with the Paralympic Committee of India. You know, we have two objectives. First objective is to promote the French language, but not for the sake of French language, for the sake of, diversity. I like to say that, India is the place where a diversity is everywhere. You have 22 official, languages. Diversity is all around the corner, and diversity, well, it's a democracy. It's the cradle of democracy. So promoting diversity is accepting differences. So this is why this is important. And the second aspect, of course, is promoting sports. So, India is taking many initiatives to organize big events. Actually, you are guys candidate to organize the Olympics in 2036. So we support this. And we would like to develop more cooperation, more interaction with India in the sector of sports. So this is the reason why, by the way, 3 years ago we signed MOU, G2G MOU on the sports sectors. And Paralympics is very good initiative. I think that we illustrated in 2024 during our Olympics and Paralympics that Paralympics for us were as important as Olympics. And this is the kind of message we want to give to the young children, saying, well, look at the champions. They can be Paralympic champions, Olympic champions. They are great individuals. They illustrate the grandeur of a nation. By the way, at the Paralympics Games in Paris in 2024, you guys won 29, medals, even more than the Olympic Games. So it was exceptional, momentum.
For football, France is a great nation, and we have seen they have won the World Cup 2 times. In future, do you have any plans to share some footballing skill with the India?
Oh yes, I think so. Well, India is a great nation in sports. So you are number one, in cricket, obviously. But I think that we can exchange, on football. I would like about cricket to give you an anecdote. I'm sure your public will be very surprised. Do you know that France today is still the vice Olympic champion in cricket?
Also, in future, the plans to bring the footballing skills to India from the France also. So hoping that this will bring more sporting thing in India, and already we are doing multiple events like Commonwealth Games, and also planning to bid for the 2036 Olympic. So it's going to be all sports in India. With camera person Sunil Rana, Narayan Singh, DD India, Delhi. And for every Special Olympic athletes, every step forward is a victory over challenges. Their journey is not just about winning the medals, but about earning confidence, respect, and a place in society. Through Special Olympic Bharat, thousands of children athletes with intellectual disabilities have found a new identity and a new purpose. Led by its president, Dr. Mallika Nadda, the movement is touching lives with compassion, care, and the belief that every child deserves an opportunity to shine. DD India brings you this inspiring story on the role of Special Olympic Bharat to promote the special athletes. For most of us, winning is about standing on the podium. But for a special athlete, the biggest victory often comes much earlier, when fear turns into confidence, silence into a smile, and hesitation into hope. Across India, Special Olympic Bharat has transformed thousands of lives by giving children and adults with intellectual disabilities a chance to dream, compete, and be accepted. Under the leadership of its president, Dr. Mallika Nadda, the movement has gained new momentum with a strong focus on inclusion, grassroots participation, and athlete development. What truly sets her apart is her motherly warmth and compassion. For countless athletes and their families, she is not just an administrator, but a guiding force who believes in every child's potential, giving them confidence, dignity, and sense of belonging.
Special Olympics International have always been working for inclusion through the global inclusion which we all want, that globally every country should include this special section in the mainstream. And with the Ministry of Education, Government of India, Special Olympics Bharat is working closely on this area of inclusion, where Special Olympics Bharat is training the teachers, the special educators, and organizing unified sports and games, which is a message of inclusion that is being given across the country.
The results are visible on the world stage. At the Special Olympic World Summer Games in Berlin 2023, India returned with a remarkable over 200 medals, one of the country's finest performances in the history of the Games. At the Special Olympics World Winter Games in Turin, Italy, Indian athletes once again made the nation proud by winning 33 medals, proving that determination can overcome every barrier. The Government of India has also strengthened its support by revising the cash reward scheme for athletes with intellectual disabilities, with incentives of 20 lakh for gold, 14 lakh for silver, and 8 lakh for bronze at the eligible international events. Today, every Special Olympic Bharat athlete carries a medal of courage long before stepping onto podium. Their victories are not just about sport, they are about acceptance, confidence, and hope. And through compassionate leadership and a strong belief in inclusion, Special Olympic Bharat continues to change lives one athlete, one family at a time. Narayan Singh's report for DD India. So it's a totally inclusive India and inclusive sports in India. And to analyze the historic campaign of the performance of our para athletes and what this breakthrough means for the future of the Indian para sports, we are joined by the head coach of the Paralympic Committee of India, Dr. Satyanarayan ji. Dr. Satyanarayan has played a key role in the rise of para sports in India, nurturing the champions and helping to transform India's para athlete journey on the global stage. Sir, a very warm welcome. And we know that a stupendous performance by our para athlete at the Glasgow Commonwealth Games. Sir, what were your expectations before the games with our athletes or para athletes, because it's a historic figure, 7 medals in the single edition of the games?
2002, the Paralympic sports started in the Commonwealth Games. You are winning a very few medals. Now in India is winning a 7 medal in the Glasgow. It's a very great achievement. This all happened because of our government support, corporate support. Even our Prime Minister of India, Mr. Modi ji, was always in support for para sports, as well as he want to take on the India in the sporting country. Modi ji vision is a very big. I am there in the last 30 years of the sports. But India still, we should get a lot of facilities are getting it. Definitely, you can win more medal in India for upcoming Paralympic Games 2028.
So talking about our track and field, especially Dilip Gavit, the way he won the gold medal in the track and field. Sir, his event was 400 and you are the person behind that to change the event into the 100-meter event for the Dilip Gavit. So what clicked you that he should change his event for this Commonwealth Games and he got success in that mission?
The 400 was not there in the Commonwealth Games, so that I myself am international athlete. I know if you run a 400 meter, 100 how much you can run. Even starts improves, definitely you can run 10.8 or 10.9. What is a run better than 10.8? That is a very good performance. He won the medal on the gold medal in the Commonwealth Games.
So next soon we will see that in October the Para Asian Games will be in Japan, in Aichi and Nagoya. So what are your preparation for that? What are your plans for that, so that our para athletes can win more medals and record number of medals than the previous edition of the games?
In this time, our preparations are already started in the Bangalore Sports Authority of India complex, even Gandhinagar Sports Authority of India complex. He will win. He want to win a more than 100 medal. Always I tell, this is because of our Modi ji was supported, even our corporate, all coaches, it's a teamwork. See, winning a medal is not for one person, the win a medal. It's a teamwork. Groundsman, coaches, physio, administrator, everybody is required. Then only India can win more medal, India can become sporting country.
So definitely the way government is doing, the way Paralympic Committee of India is doing, it's a great, we can say that collaborated effort. That's why our para athletes are doing well. Thanks Dr. Satyanarayan ji for your invaluable and we can say that your key and the very sharp, razor sharp analysis for the performance of the Indian para athletes in the Glasgow Games and overall their performance. Thanks a lot for joining us. And shifting focus to our next story, that is France and India have taken together step towards promoting inclusive sports. The French Institute in India, under the aegis of the Embassy of France in collaboration with the Paralympic Committee of India, organized the first on-ground activation of the Para-Elan at the Chagraj Stadium in New Delhi on Friday. Para-Elan is a 3-year Indo-French initiative aimed at promoting the inclusion through adaptive sports and education. The program brought together students, para-athletes, educators and institutional partners on one platform. The focus was on equal opportunity, resilience and the participation through sport. The event was attended by French Ambassador to India Thierry Matho and the President of Athletic Federation of India Narendra Singh. The 20th All Independence Cup Karate Championship 2026 is being held at the Talkatora Stadium in New Delhi. Around 2,500 players from across country have arrived to participate in this 3-day national level tournament. A special feature of the tournament is that international level players and young players are competing together on the same platform. The championship aims to provide players with a competitive platform at the national level while also promoting karate across the country. According to the organizers, the competition is providing young karate players with an important opportunity to establish themselves at the national level.
International players who won Asian championships, who participate in World, Commonwealth champions, everyone participate in this competition, which makes this competition an unique tournament in India.
Ashish Yadav claimed India's first medal of the 2026 edition of the World Athletics Under-20 Championship after bagging silver in men's javelin throw in Oregon on Friday. Ashish sealed the podium finish with a 74.09 meters effort on his third throw in the final. He is now second Indian to win a javelin medal at the Under-20 Championship after Neeraj Chopra, who won gold in 2016. Meanwhile, Ashish started slowly, failing to go beyond 70 meters with his first two throws, but he found his rhythm with the third to secure the biggest medal of his career. Some football news. Man City has reportedly rejected an opening bid of £38.5 million from Barcelona for the World Cup winner Rodri. The 30-year-old has just one season remaining on his deal at the Etihad Stadium and has been strongly linked with the return to his native Spain. City is understood to have about $68 million for Rodri, who was named player of the tournament at the recently concluded FIFA World Cup. In North America, Real Madrid had appeared likely to be Rodri's next club, but La Liga rival Barcelona now seem to be in pole position. Rodri joined Man City from Atletico Madrid in 2019 and won multiple Premier League titles and 2023 Champions League under former boss Pep Guardiola. He won Euro 2024 and that year's Ballon d'Or before a serious knee injury ruled him out of the much of the 2024-25 campaign. Brazilian winger Vinicius Jr. has agreed a new 6-year contract with Real Madrid that will keep him at the Bernabeu until 2032. Vinicius had entered the final year of his previous deal and was linked with a move to Arsenal. However, after fresh talks, both the sides agreed on a new contract. Reacting on the announcement, Vinicius wrote on Instagram that 8 years at Real Madrid fell too short and that he now looks forward to 6 more years and then forever. The 26-year-old joined Real Madrid from Flamengo in 2018 and has become one of the club's biggest stars. He has scored 128 goals in 375 appearances for Real Madrid. For Brazil, Vinicius has netted 13 goals in 54 international appearances. Indian women are seeded first in the chess Olympiad to be held in Samarkand from September 15 to 28. India's men are seeded second behind top seed United States. India is the reigning champion in both sections. Koneru Hampi, Divya Deshmukh, R. Vaishali, Vantika Gawar and V. Savita Shri make up the women's team in the open section, where women are free to compete with the men in chess. D. Gukesh, R. Pragnananda, Arjun Iragasi, Nihal Sareen and Vidit Gujarati will defend the crown. The men's team shows one change, with P. Harikrishna being replaced by Nihal. There are 2 changes in the women's team, with Hampi and Savita coming in for Harika and Tanya Sachdev. So that's all we have in this edition of the Match Point. Stay tuned for more news and updates. DD India. Thanks for watching. Namaskar.